course, we're here for Slap News pre-fight interview with Vern Cathey going up against Bear Bennett, October 25th, Power Slap number 5, going down in Las Vegas. This is going to be one hell of a card. Vern, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing good.
Been a little while. We haven't talked to you in a bit. What have you been up to stay busy?
Just been working a lot. I have kids and stuff, so dealing with sports and running around, and I was supposed to be in the last one, but there was an issue with a guy couldn't make weight, so I didn't get in that one. So here we are now.
Yeah, I mean, things haven't gone your way the last couple times that you've been up there at the table. Did it ever cross your mind that you may not get another opportunity to be back up there in Power Slap, or were you always confident that this day would come?
It's just like any other sport. I mean, they're paying me to perform, so I mean, if I'm not performing, to their standards, then yeah, it's a possibility. Was I nervous? No, not really. This sport, the great thing about it is it's anyone's game, and I think they realize it. So they're gonna keep people that don't flinch, don't get penalties, and as long as it's entertaining. So if I can keep entertaining, and I think I'll be here for a while.
Yeah. Do you feel any added pressure going into this matchup at all?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I'm 50-50. And I mean, look at the UFC roster, look at any roster, man. You don't dip below 500. So I gotta make sure I win this one.
Yeah. Bear Bennett, we've seen him now, in Power Slap. What do you see in his game?
I met him last time I was there. He was a nice guy. In his game, he's very focused. He doesn't flinch either. He stands there. Tremendous power, just like me. So, like, honestly, he's going to be a good competitor for me. 100%. I think he's going to go out there for business because he lost his last one too. So, we're both here on a redemption tour.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to see his matchup against Russell Rivera?
I watched it a few times. I studied it. It's kind of crazy that us as athletes are studying a slap footage, but yeah, I've watched it. So yeah, I think he did well. Other than Russell he got him, and there's been some rule changes, so I think things are going to go better in our benefit.
Yeah, what do you think of his unorthodox windup that he has with a bit more rotation to it? Any comments in regards to that?
No, not really. I don't think it's going to affect me any on the rotation and the windup. It's all going to be on him. Just as long as I can stay steady with it, I think I'll be fine.
Yeah. I know in the past you had some issues with the footing and stuff. I don't know how, it seems like the mats are quite soft. And I know you had, the first matchup, obviously, you got up a little bit earlier, little bit of stumbling and stuff like that. Is you can do anything different this time to try to, make sure you get a better footing? I think that second matchup, I believe in your head, you kind of thought he was going on 3 and he swung on 2 and you weren't really braced properly. Anything, mechanically that you're looking to do this time around?
With nothing to take away from AJ, but yeah, that one, I mean, you can tell if we watch all the footage, I was not prepared. I wasn't looking up. Like in my head, I was mentally counting to 3 and I just got hit on 2. Even with Allen, I took the first one. That was fine. The second one, he got me good. It's a gray area. Do you take your time? Do you not take your time? It's easier said than done in this sport because it's like boxing. You're getting counted out. They're looking at you. Every movement you do, they're judging your ability. So in my head, I'm going to tell myself before I go out there to take my time if it happens. But I can't. You go into panic mode sometimes. And the last one, I didn't feel I went into panic mode, but the floor, I really wish it was just hard. It doesn't bother me bouncing my head off the floor. It is weird. Like if you stand up there, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is, and I just got to perform.
Absolutely. Have you been doing anything differently, training wise, mentally, preparing for this? Anything different than the last 2 matches?
Mentally, it's more of a mental. I've been working on just a few things, but honestly, I don't think there's anything I can do on a physical side that's going to help me perform. It's just down to if I get hit, I get up. I make
Mhm.
sure I do everything the judges need me to do. I thought I did that last time. That was a pretty close one. I think they could have let me go, but with the new redemption rule, I'm excited, like
Mhm.
100% excited. Like that's the cool rule because now it's going to set you know the men from the boys because you're going to go up there if you get knocked out, you're going to. I mean, you have to realize a guy can hit you back. If you if
Totally.
so I'm excited about that because that's a ability for someone to make a draw,
Mhm.
and that's going to be huge in this sport. Is because with us, getting knocked out, I understand I can't take another hit, but if I'm able to give another hit to potentially knock him out to make a
Yeah,
draw, that's exciting.
totally. A lot's happened the last year. Power Slap 1 through Power Slap 5. Obviously, we've seen the road to the title, which was, less than a year ago now. Did you ever think that the sport would accelerate and be in a position that it is today, going to Power Slap number 5, which is arguably, going to be the greatest card on paper put together to date? I know number 1 is always going to be dear, near and dear to your heart, but how excited are you for Power Slap number 5 and the card that's been released so far, and where the sport has progressed?
I honestly didn't think it was going to progress this quick. And kudos to Dana and Frank and Hunter and Erica. Everyone just hammered down on it.
Mhm.
Um, I hoped it would progress like this, but did I think it was going to? No.
Mhm.
And looking back at it, it's awesome. I'm great to be a part of it. It was awesome to be on the number one side of it at one point. And all I want to do is I wish the sport to grow. So whatever the outcome is, as long as we keep growing, I'm down with it.
Yeah. What do you think it's gonna take for you to climb back up the ranks, get that number 1, contender shot again?
Man, it's going to take. I got to win this next one for sure. And I have I have a weird feeling I'll win this next one. I'll probably get a different guy, and then they'll throw me into like the number 3 or number 4 competitor,
Mhm.
and then I have a feeling, I'll either see a rematch with AJ or they'll throw Devin out there because that'd be a good one to see for everyone to get redemption for him, if he can.
Mhm. So you still think light heavyweight is the right spot for you in the future? That's kinda your natural weight where you feel comfortable?
I could go down. I don't know if I would. It's all up to them. I'm a company guy.
Mhm.
If they told me to be heavyweight and be at a certain weight, I'd do it. They told me to go down to 185, I'd do it. I'm just here to do my job, and I just need to focus on that. So yeah, wherever they put me, that's where I'm going to go.
Cool. Opening up your phone, going to Power Slap Mobile, seeing your face, or at least half your face on
Hmm.
the cover image, how cool is that?
That was awesome. It just once again just puts a nail in the coffin here that I'm
Mhm.
here to stay, and they want me to be here. And because every sport needs different people. You
Mhm.
can't have the same guys through the whole sport, character wise, and their attitudes. So I feel it's good. And it was funny because everyone asked me if they switched my card, and I was going against Russell like constantly. Like once the
Cool.
image was posted, I was like, no, no, they just put us both on there. I don't know why, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know in the beginning, coming out of the reality series, with the greatest slap in slap fighting history. Um, you know, a lot of the marketing and branding was, getting behind you. They kind of took a step back from you for a little bit. This is kind of an extra positive sign that you're still valued, do you think, with the Brass and Power Slap by them, taking that initiative and putting you on that cover?
yeah, it was humbling to be knocked down and to understand that they still want me.
Mhm.
And you know, as an athlete, that was the my loss to AJ was the hardest loss of my life. Like, you know, when people talk about, oh, I was great, but when you have the moment to be number one and it doesn't, and you fall short, that is, losing third or fourth or, you know, that's nothing. But AJ
Mhm.
got me on the best time. So I just want to progress, and I'm glad that they're letting me, go for it again.
Absolutely. If Bear Bennett is watching this interview, what do you want to say to him?
I just want to say, Bear, bring it. Do the best you can. I'm going to do the best I can, and I want a good, clean match, like always. Like so, yeah. He's a good guy. He just had a kid, or is having a kid, another kid. So I'm just excited, and let's rip this for the fans. Let's do it.
Yeah, you're out there in Kansas, right?
Yep.
Correct? I think he's up there in Wisconsin, kind of the Green Bay Packers versus the KC Chiefs.
Yep.
How big of a football fan are you?
I'm a Green Bay fan, but here lately,
Oh,
it's just God, it's all over the place. So you
okay.
know, it's I enjoy the sport and I love watching football. But right now I just I've been putting it to the back seat, so just kind of focus on this month and going ahead.
Mhm. In your mental preparation here, how do you realistically see this match going? It's a 3-round match. Do you see it being something that's done early? Do you see it going deep? Do you see it going the distance? Just give me your synopsis on how you see it going.
Either way, win or lose, it's not going all 3 rounds. He's getting me or I'm getting him. This is what the people want to see.
Mhm.
Yeah, we enjoy the crowd enjoys going 5 rounds and 3 rounds, but they throw us in there because we're knocking people out, and either we get knocked out or they're getting knocked out. So I have a feeling second round or first round, 100%. And with the redemption rule, you're going to see the second slap no matter what.
Mhm. I agree with you. I think the light heavyweight is actually the most exciting division for the purists. I think combines that skill and agility with speed. That combination with the power, I think, is very unique. I think if you're a purist of the sport, the light heavyweight is the deepest of any division. I think
Mhm.
through and through, has some of the most volatility with seeing guys rise up in the ranks, guys dropping in the ranks. And I think you could see, anywhere from the top from 1 to 5 to 1 to 6, anybody can be in that title contention at any given time. So I think the health of that division is certainly strong. And there's a ton of killers through and through. We appreciate you joining me, man. I look forward to seeing you there once again in Las Vegas. Look forward to catching up with you. Continue to do good content every time that we get you on this network, and love being part of it all. So travel safe. Look forward to seeing you there in Las Vegas.
Yep, I'll see you guys there, and I appreciate you putting this out there. And the more fans we get, the better it's going to be.
Absolutely. Take care, man.